Hey, heathens. So it's probably no surprise or big shocking news flash to anyone that the Catholic Church has been having issues with pedophilia charges and things like that. That's not what this video is about. We all know about that part. The news now, and yes, I'm a little behind on this, but the news now is much bigger than that and far more important. Let me explain. First, let's rewind just a little bit. Basically, here's how it all boiled down. A few allegations started coming out that a priest had done something inappropriate with a young altar boy or whatever. That priest was then moved to another parish where it happened again and again and again and again, and this was a repeated process. And it appeared that the Catholic Church, instead of removing these pedophilia priests, they were just simply moving them to parishes where no one knew who they were and what was going on, allowing the cycle to continue. Then, of course, the rebuttal was, oh, no, that's not what happened at all. They denied. But it was very clear that this happened. This guy, Pope Benedict, as they like to call him, I still call him Ratzinger. And I love that the first part of that is rat. In fact, I like to call him Pope Rat. So Pope Rat appears to have been at the heart of this whole thing, and in fact, somewhat orchestrating these maneuvers. But no, denied. Not going to happen. That's not how it happened. That's all we heard. And then you get this guy who is the Pope's personal priest, this Cantalamessa guy. He makes the claim that this abuse criticism that they're receiving is similar to anti-Semitism. I can't imagine how he sees any kind of correlation there at all. But let's get to the heart of what he's actually saying. He's basically saying, that it's unfounded and it's just people, lashing out because they don't like Catholics. Maybe, just maybe, it's because you did what they said that you did. And that takes us to this new letter that has just been leaked to the press. This letter, clearly signed by Joseph Ratzinger, Pope Rat, basically makes the following statements. This guy, Stephen Keisley, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but in 2002 he was arrested for sexually molesting children. He pled no contest in 1970 to 3 years and took a 3 years probation for misdemeanor charge of lewd conduct for tying up and molesting 2 young boys in a San Francisco Bay Area church. So he has a history of this. Well, this came to surface, and there were some people who wanted him removed. That's a reasonable thing, if someone's done that sort of thing, you would expect, we should probably not let them be a priest. What is Ratzinger's response to that? He thinks that for the good of the universal church, that they shouldn't do that. They wanted to defrock this guy, but Benedict decided, no, for the good of the church, we're just going to move him somewhere else and hope that all goes well. All right, and that brings up a whole new question. How do you get rid of a dirty, rotten pope? Here's this pope who, instead of getting rid of child molesters, was just moving them from parish to parish and allowing this abuse to continue. Surely someone you wouldn't want in position. However, I am unaware of any kind of formal way to remove a pope. Worse than that, the Pope is supposed to be infallible and this, somewhat chosen one, so to speak, from God. He's the one who has the direct line to speak to God, and apparently you screwed up. So by removing a Pope, doesn't that pretty much destroy the idea of how your hierarchy works? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading more into it than it is, but you got a really crappy Pope. Are you just going to turn the blind eye again? I fully support the idea that the Pope should be brought up on criminal charges. Now, will that end the abuse? Probably not. Will that destroy the Catholic Church? Probably not. But this guy was in fact responsible for letting this abuse continue and covering the Catholic Church's ass, just to, in the good of the universal church, which is Catholicese for saving face. Tell me what you think. What do you think should happen now that we have pretty conclusive proof that Pope Rat did in fact know that these pedophilia priests were just being moved around and in fact was the one suggesting it. But don't take my word for it. Think for yourself.